Ladies and gentlemen, they are doing it again. The Democrats have just gone full force to try to get Pete Hegseth either fired or have him resign. There is a full-fledged media hit job, and they are working with the Democrats to get Pete out. There are now rumors that Trump is looking for a replacement for Secretary of Defense. Why do the Democrats hate him so much? He's anti-war. He does not want to go to war with Iran, Russia, or anybody else. We finally have a Secretary of Defense that does not get rich off war. He cares for the soldiers. He's actually been boots on the ground as a fighter himself, so he understands what war is. And the Democrats hate that. Not only do they hate Trump, but they hate us for supporting Trump, and they hate his entire administration. Ladies and gentlemen, this all goes back to the leaks. They're calling him weak, pathetic. He is telling the world our secrets and what our next plan is. Ladies and gentlemen, we're diving right into it. Do me a huge favor, smash that thumbs up, subscribe. Where are you tuning in from? And before we continue, ladies and gentlemen, today's sponsor is VERITY Metals. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Patriot family, faith-based gold, silver, and precious metal IRA firm who protect your money through physical, constitutional gold and silver. And they'll give you free silver when you tell them Vlad sent you. So call or text 480-717-9081. Links are down below in the description. Let's get right into it. Pete Hegseth goes off on fake news hoaxers over news signal hoax. Watch this video.
What do you want to say, sir, about the signal chat controversy?
You know, what a big surprise that a few leakers get fired and suddenly a bunch of hit pieces come out from the same media that peddled the Russia hoax. Won't give back their Pulitzers. They got Pulitzers for a bunch of lies. Pulitzers for a bunch of lies and on hoaxes time and time and time again. And as they peddle those lies, no one ever calls them on it. See, this is what the media does. They take anonymous sources from disgruntled former employees, and then they try to slash and burn people and ruin their reputations. Not going to work with me, because we're changing the Defense Department, putting the Pentagon back in the hands of warfighters, and anonymous smears from disgruntled former employees on old news doesn't matter. So I'm happy to be here at the Easter egg roll with my dad and my kids, because, you know, this is what we're doing it for. These kids right here. This is why we're fighting the fake news media. This is why we're fighting slash and burn Democrats. This is why we're fighting hoaxsters. Hoaxsters. This group, no, this group right here, full of hoaxsters that peddle anonymous sources from leakers with axes to grind, and then you put it all together as if it's some news story. And when we know exactly what it is.
So what they are doing right now, ladies and gentlemen, they are trying to frustrate Trump with all these news stories so that Trump just says, look, Pete, love you, man, but you got to go. But Trump is stronger than that. I'm going to play you this clip right now. Watch this. This is Trump just moments ago talking about this.
I mean, I hear they're doing that whole thing again. Here we go again. Just a waste of time. He is doing a great job.
Why do you still have confidence?
Because he's doing a great job. Ask the Houthis how he's doing. Ask the Houthis how much dysfunction there's none. Pete's doing a great job. Everybody's happy with him. We have the highest recruitment numbers I think they've had in 28 years. No, he's doing a great job. It's just fake news. They just bring up stories. I guess it sounds like disgruntled employees. You know, he was put there to get rid of a lot of bad people, and that's what he's doing. So you don't always have friends when you do that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I believe the Democrats are really trying to do. They want war and they want America to fail, the globalists. They want America to fall and collapse. Well, if America is strong, it's hard to get her to collapse. If America is powerful, it's difficult to take over our wonderful United States. But if our military is weak, if our president is mentally incapable of putting a sentence together, Jojo, the potato, if our military, right, has low recruitment numbers, that is when you go in for the kill. And Joe Biden, you know, that was the beginning of their big plan to destroy America. They did not think Trump was going to come back. And now Trump is doing everything to reverse what they did, and not just reverse it, but make us stronger, greater, and better. This is why, just be ready. We're only 3 months into the Trump administration, and already smear campaigns calling for resignation and all the BS that comes with it. Ladies and gentlemen, we need more right side media in this country. The conservative media. I think we should give the Democrats, if they ever, God forbid, take power again, give them a dose of their own medicine. And hopefully I'll be around for that. Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I'm going to keep you updated. It looks like the Democrats they're not going to give this one up. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how this plays out. I'll keep you updated. So subscribe. God bless you. I'll see you soon.